Good evening and welcome to the latest in the editions of interviews for Pentrefest. And tonight I am with Welsh legends in the punk scene, Stuntface. Guys, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Go on, Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick Ferrasu. I play drums, no singing allowed.
And myself, I'm Incontinentia Buttocks, and I would say, throwing roughly to the ground, Centurion. No, I'm Wayne Firefly, and I'm the singist, and sometime erstwhile bass guitar attempter. But here we are.
Right, well, gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here tonight. Obviously, you've been going around for quite a while now, but I'm going to ask you a few questions about back in the early days. We're going to start back where it started. Can you tell us a little bit about how you formed a band and what were your plans for world domination back then?
Wow.
Well, it was me and you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was me and Wayne, pretty much.
Yeah. It started in 1999. Stood around in Wrexham talking about wanting to start like sort of like a hardcore type stuff, but it didn't turn out that way. And we talked to people that we knew. We knew a couple of lads that we'd been in bands with before or stuff like this, and said, would you be interested? So we had a meeting at my house. I had some riff tips. We wrote some songs. And then I think we played the first gig in November 99. We were nowhere near ready. There is a recording of it. It's horrible. And we, it was a waste of time playing it, really, to be honest. But it was funny. And we were very young and so on and so on. And so effectively, the anniversary of the band, the 25th anniversary, was May 1999, was May last year. So we're 25 years old, 26, 25 and a half, if you like. I don't know, whatever it is. But we're here, and it ran for 11 years. 3 albums, 1 live EP. We were signed to Good Clean Fun Records back then, who had a band called Fire Apple Red, and I think they'd had the Skywalkers. Some of the biggest ska bands were on the same label, and they put them out with Bad Religion and so on. And we were next to go. And of course, I think it was us. I don't know if it's us that cursed it, because of course we hadn't been on. We got the album out. It's our second album, actually. They put our second album out, and the label folded. But stepping back to 2001, we put the first album out ourselves as a DIY effort, because everybody was making demos. And I thought, why can't we just make
an album?
Yeah, just go into a studio and make your own record. Why can't we do that? And it was like,
so we just put it out on our own label. Simple as that.
So, and that was it. And we never really questioned why. I thought, and world domination never came into it, really. It was just as long as we could go to a gig and have a bit of a laugh.
Some good shows. Yeah.
Just be as best we can be.
So the lineup you started with then for that first gig, is that the lineup you've got at the moment?
No.
3/4.
No. 3/4 of it, yeah.
Yeah, 3/4 of it.
So tell us a little bit about the other guys in the band.
Ooh.
Well, you know Ian, don't you? You know Cub, Ian McCubbin, or Ian Maiden, as he's known as. He's got a 3-foot-long beard and bloody
Gandalf.
Yeah, you know. I'm sure you know Ian.
Rock and roll Gandalf.
And Harry was the lead guitar player on the 3rd Stuntface album. So James, who was originally in the band, was with us now for the reunion gig and that, but he works continental shifts and he's got kids and so on. And
yeah, he couldn't commit to it really, so he stepped down, and Wayne asked Harry to rejoin, and Harry went, yeah. So it's all been good as well.
Yeah, isn't it? So the thing is, with this, it means we can get on with writing some new stuff for the 4th album. We've just signed with
that's the next
Black
thing
Lantern Records. Yeah. What's that?
That's the next thing. That's the next step in it, writing new material.
Yeah.
So
there's a label putting stuff.
What made you want to get back together now?
Don't know, midlife crisis,
age.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Age
Who knows?
Thing is, we're all getting older and we're all going to die, and life's getting shorter, right, and getting faster. The older you get, the faster it is. And we thought we're still healthy enough. And I said to Nick, "Have you still got the speed?" And he went, "Fuck off, it's me." And I thought, and we also discussed it when we talked about it, that if it was crap, we wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So we had to go. And it just sounded the same.
It was like the old days. It was just the same, yeah.
Now we're in our 50s and it still sounds the same as it did when we were in our 20s. No, it's not slow and shit. Nah,
no, it's the same. It's the same. But yeah, I suppose with the 25-year anniversary coming up, it was nice to put it back together. And we thought we'd do a couple of gigs and see how it goes. And we've had a really good response. So we thought, yeah, we just keep it going. You know, we're all having fun and people still like it. A lot of the old heads have turned up to the gigs, still singing all the words back at us, which is like, I don't even remember them after all this time, never mind them. And which is kind of nice, actually. You know, so and I think we're getting new fans as well, because at gigs people are coming over and saying, you know, we do really good sets and stuff. So yeah, it's great. Why not? There's life in the old dogs yet, isn't there?
Well, we certainly hope so, or we wouldn't have booked you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm losing my teeth.
That's all right. I lost my ear, so that's fine. You know,
you can't lose any more front ones. You can't sing punk rock with a lisp, mate.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway,
it's definitely a punk rock look, isn't it? Losing your teeth is definitely a punk rock look.
Oh,
I get him smacked out with a mic anyway.
Yeah,
it won't be the first time. You know, remember that time in McLeans?
So
there was these stage divers. No, it wasn't. It was Talgarth Town Hall, and there was places full, and there was stage diving. And I said, you know, what's the fucking matter with you? Come on, you fucking fannies, get up here and all that. Like, and because I'd invited him on, somebody kicked the mic into my face, and I nearly went in after him. And Nick's going, you can't say nothing. You fucking invited that, dickhead.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's your fault.
Don't invite the
devil. Yeah, well, yeah. He sometimes appears, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
So you literally asked for it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Smacking him out, blood everywhere. That's a laugh. But,
well, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say, if we can cause
I'm hoping that sort of thing doesn't happen. I'm hoping that sort of thing doesn't happen at Pentrefest, because I'll end up cleaning up the mess, and I'm, you know, no good with a mop and bucket, like, you know.
So, yeah, we got a couple of stages. I was happy. I'm trying to think that, yeah, the guys at the label that have just picked us up are going to reissue the original 3 albums on vinyl, on some splatter vinyl and stuff, and remaster it and all that for a vinyl release, which we're buzzing about it. So even if we're happy with it, I don't really care if anyone else likes it, as long as we've got them.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have it on vinyl.
Because I've never heard Stuntface stuff on vinyl, you see. I want to drop the needle. I just want, you know, you collect records when you're young, and it's like, yeah, I'm really excited about that. But I've also said to him, I saw him last week at the guy from the label, and I said, yeah, if we do new stuff, and he goes, well, yeah. So that's being put out on vinyl as well, which is so
awesome.
I can't believe it. We haven't got to raise a load of money to try and put stuff out. So what someone else is going to cover all that. So great.
It's just nice to have it.
I mean?
But it's nice because we grew up with looking at vinyl, you know, record shops on the weekends and all that. So it'd actually be nice to have our own stuff on that. And it's kind of reminiscent in a way as well, but you're not looking at for the bands that you were into in those days. You've actually got your own stuff on it as well, which is kind of cool, I think.
Hey,
so
the vinyl's actually.
I think Alice is here.
Yeah, it looks like we've got someone else in. What's that?
Oh,
5 minutes?
That's Harry. That is.
Okay, so obviously with vinyl making a big comeback, getting that sort of thing out is quite good. Is it going to happen? That you're going to do a whole new album touring cycle sort of thing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, Stuntface 4. Yeah, it's coming. So we're going to take a time, you know, no filler. get them also, excuse the pun, or that horrible band's bloody record, All Killer No Filler, you know. We're going to actually try and achieve that. I want to make a record that I'm proud of, and if the lads are proud of it and stuff like that, and we like it, then that's all you can do. And if everyone else likes it, all other people like it, that's a bonus. Because we can only do what we do to please ourselves. And you show me a band that doesn't do that. It doesn't happen.
Tell us, when you're writing the new stuff, then how does it differ? Not just in the sound to what you've done before, but also in your process. Because I'm assuming it's been slightly different because it's been a while.
Well, there's no precedent to it yet. We haven't really decided that. This will make you laugh. 9 old C90 cassettes of old riffs have turned up. So, yeah, I found 6 and Nick's. Yeah, I found you got 2, haven't you, Nick?
I've got a couple. I've got a lot of old videos as well.
Yeah, I know that I didn't know about. It turns out he's got loads of bloody old VHSs I didn't know about.
I have. I got 3, I think.
What?
One of them's Norway. When we saw Norway, I think one of them's Norway.
What, that gig at Trondheim?
I think so, yeah. I'm sure one of them's Norway.
I've just sent a couple of links to that.
Oh, right.
So I've sent some links to that one when Ian goes on his ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was Trondheim, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of them's Norway, yeah.
That's that time somebody spat at me and it went in my armpit.
Yeah, well, I had it all over my face. They come at me like phlegm nunchucks like that. All over my face.
Yeah, one got me in the armpit, like.
Megan.
So, some very different types of gigs there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. That
was an anti-fascist rally, that one in Trondheim.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of shit doing that.
Yeah,
we don't put up with those types of fuck.
No,
not in this house.
Definitely not.
So obviously, as a punk band, you're gonna come to Pentrefest, which is a predominantly metal festival. Although we are very, very varied, you'll be going on after an old school thrash band. How do you think? How do you think you're going to fit in?
No problem at all. You know, like Suicidal, too metal for the punks and too punk for the metalers.
Yes.
We're kind of like that. We go and play a punk gig, everybody goes, "Oh, you're too metal." And we go and probably come play your place, and they'll go, "Oh yeah, you sound like Crossover." You know what I mean? It's like the SOD, old corrosion of conformity, that kind of.
Mm.
We're into crossover territory, like, so. If we play a lot of the faster hard stuff as well, I don't know.
Don't know. I was thinking about
Ian Cub. Say Cub's he's that metal. When he bleeds, he rusts. You know what I mean? As you'll see on the video, you'll figure it out for yourself.
I like that. That's brilliant.
So it's like when you see it, you'll get it. It'll make sense.
So let's go back to the beginning again a little bit now. Tell us a little bit about your influences and how they affected how you sound.
Ooh. Well, I think I grew up, the stuff that I was into, like when I was like 15, it was all Motorhead, Iron Maiden, Sabbath, all that type of stuff. I didn't actually start playing drums till I was 17, but I was obviously massively into music. All your old Whitesnake, all that type of stuff. And then as I got a bit older, I was actually into U2 and stuff like that as well. And lots of other types of music. So massive, quite a broad spectrum of music. I can listen to most things apart from fucking dance music and all that. But anything organic, if you like. Most things. So I draw on a lot of influences really from different types of music. But a big influence as a drummer on me was Travis Barker from Blink-182. When I heard him, when I first heard him, it's just like, he's not your typical punk drummer. I really like what he was doing. It's quite different. So he kind of influenced me quite a lot in my own playing, more than anybody else, I reckon, for me.
Well, a lad I used to knock about with when we were kids, I was like 8 or something. He had a biker uncle who used to bring us these records round. We'd have Axe Attack and some Whitesnake, and we'd have
I had all that, yeah. Brilliant.
Rainbow and all that, you know what I mean? Maiden's first album, and For Those About to Rock and all this kind of stuff. And I had my little tape recorder, and I go to his house and put the records on, and I put the tape recorder against the speaker and make my little mixtapes. You know, shitty thing.
Awesome.
Only 8. We had like Saxon, you know, Denim and Leather, The Strong Arm of the Law and that. But Saxon was the first band that made me realise music existed. So, and it went from there, really, Saxon, then into Maiden when I was 10, 11, stuff like, I like Kiss as a kid, you know. I'm sorry, right, but it's
if he can get away with you two, you can get away with Kiss.
Absolutely.
I loved them when I was like 11. I thought they were brilliant. And Twisted Sister, all that kind of thing, and Motorhead, and all this kind of stuff. And then I heard somebody played me like some Master of Puppets in '86. I was in this lad's house in Ruaben, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I remember that first time I heard Creeping Death. I couldn't believe how heavy it was. I blew my head off. But the thing is, I had the Creeping Death 12-inch for my 15th birthday. That's the January. By the November, we'd gone to see Anthrax in Hanley in '87. But in the meantime, leading up to that, I'd bought Spread of the Disease, Among the Living, Hell Awaits, Voivod's Roar, you know, and stuff like it. Got faster and faster and worse really quick. And that led into punk. And I started buying Misfits records in '88, Spurnbirds, all this stuff like that. And I couldn't believe how fast it was, SNFU, but still sing along. So when me and Nick were initially discussing starting like a punk hardcore, I don't know what it was going to be at the time. I wanted it to sound like The Exploited or DRI or something. But it turned out to have its own legs. It took its own path. And I think that's better because it was organic, because it just, rather than go, no, we have to sound like this, Charge. No. I've got this riff. What, how do you think? And we'd all jump on it. Or, I've got this idea. And it's organically grown on its own.
Yeah, when you got 4 people who've got lots of different influences, it's going to sound, it's going to go its own way, isn't it? If we were all just into the Exploited or Iron Maiden or whatever, it would sound like them, wouldn't it? But because we've got lots and lots of influences, and Harry's the same. You know, he's massive into Propaganda and all that type of thing as well, isn't he? And Rush and all that type
he's
of stuff.
Fucking Chris Allen.
Mad on it, like. So I can imagine when we write new stuff, it's going to sound different again to the previous albums. I'm quite excited for it, to be honest.
Yeah,
that's going to be way cool.
Because it's still going to have the speed and the aggression.
Yeah, but
with more
scope. I like about one of the big things for me. What I like about us is the big harmonies that we've got, and a lot of the punk bands we play with, that makes us stand out because they don't do it. Not all of them.
Yeah, we've got that bad.
There's a majority of them that don't. And when the lads nail it and they get the harmonies right, which is most of the time, if not all the time now, you can see people taking notice as well, because I don't think they really expect it.
It's a bit
people who've never heard us before, you know, and it's just like, wow. So for me, the vocals make it, you know, not just the music, it's the icing on the cake for me, like, definitely.
Well, it's like, Beany, to your ears, I'm trying to think of like a really fast band that you can sing along with like Wild Arts vocals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those types of harmonies, like, you know? So, I don't know. It just seemed to fit. Well, why there's 3 of us out front who can do it. It's like, what Nick's doing is too fast and too bloody complicated anyway. So we just leave him at the back, driving. As long as he's holding it together, we'll be all right.
I'm just the driver.
Yeah, you drive it, we'll be all right.
I'll just drive it.
So
I've been working on it. Come on, give me a break.
I just say you're coming back now to a scene and a music industry that's very, very different to what it was. You know, how are you coping with the changes?
Just trying to get as many gigs as we can. And as far as trying to put anything out is concerned, I would just do it anyway. I'm not here to try and impress anyone or just whatever. As long as we can do what we think is cool, when I can hold a record and go, I've got it in my hands. That is the best we can do with what we've got. Yeah. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with myself.
And if other people like it, great. You know,
that's brilliant. Yeah. What we need is 500,000 people to like.
Yeah, couple of million.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But you know, if we can just get on and keep going for as long as we can, I'd like to do a couple of tasty gigs, just for the sake of, like we've got mates in America who said, if you can get your asses over here, I can do everything you need to do. Just get yourselves here.
Yeah.
So, and hopefully, like you say, if the guys at the label can sort out visas and stuff, then
we'll go.
There's nothing to say. I've got connections on the East Coast and the West Coast, and we can just get out there. We're probably just playing again small places. I can blag a couple of festivals or something.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It's always been an ambition of mine to play the Whiskey a Go-Go. I'd love to play the Whiskey. The gig's not the hard bit. The gig's the easy bit. It's getting there is the problem.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Having a couple of grand to get yourselves out there.
Expensive, isn't it? That's the thing.
The gig's the easy bit.
Yeah, that's one of them venues from over there that does have kind of like a magic attached to it, doesn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
It's one of the last ones as well. It's one of the very last ones surviving. The thing is, they have 5 bands on a night. The gig isn't the problem. It's the getting yourself there and not getting arrested. No problem not having visas. But
yeah, well, there's no point. If you haven't got a visa, you're risking it, and you've got to have visas. Like,
well, yeah, because the other thing is, you got a 5-year ban.
If money was no object, it'd be okay. We'd have been over there before now, I should imagine.
Well, yeah, exactly. Let's
one day
there'll be a time, but yeah, as far as changes are concerned, the gigs are harder to get now. There are 10 times as many bands now as there was then. I don't know why that is. Everybody just wants to be a famous pop star, right? But it's never really been that much of a concern of mine. I always thought if we can have fun playing, it's like a social club. You know what I mean? It's like, and yeah, all right. There's 4 of us in the band, and we go out, and it's like a gang. It's like a little club. And yeah, all right. It might seem a little enclosed from the outside, but that's how we stand. It sounds bad. I don't mean it to sound that way, but that's what like a band is. And I got loads of mates who play in other bands and stuff like this, and have a right laugh. But when the 4 of us are on and it's good, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's great. You can't beat it. Like it's fantastic, and it's great therapy as well. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
it really is the let loose kind of thing.
Yeah.
I.
So
is that
as you know,
Azza? I can hear.
I can hear it come on to him, and then there's no picture though.
No. Well, as you're a Welsh band, have we lost some? Have we lost a bit, or are we all right?
No, I think we're all right.
Okay. I think we're all right.
So, as you're a Welsh band, have you ever thought about releasing a song in Welsh?
Can't speak Welsh.
Yes.
You've thought about it?
I have.
You're going to do it?
I have thought about it.
You can't speak Welsh either.
Well, let it in in a box down a guy there. No, I can.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, push it annoying, am I right? Yeah, what I would have to do is write it, make a translation, and practice. So yeah, I have thought about it. If you've seen Anne Revan, I thought I've listened to them and thought, I wonder if I could do it. And I know people who are fluent, as do you. You know what I mean? If you say, how would I say this in Welsh? He's on. Is that Azza? There he is.
Wow.
I'm having to
got it. Here's all the glasses.
I'm having to.
You're gonna put your glasses on, Aaron.
Hey,
pound shop readers. Pound shop readers.
I'm on my phone as well, though.
$4.99, mate.
Yeah, you've been ripped off. So
we've got a late comer to the interview. Do you want to introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah. I'm Harry. Struggling to get the technology working. So I'm having to do it off my phone, which is hard because I can't see it properly. But there you go.
It's
got
all
10
right.
minutes,
We're all
apparently.
over blind now, aren't we? So it's all right.
Hey, sorry, I've been listening from I've been hearing you talk about me in the distance.
Well, what do you do in the band, Harry?
What do I do? As little as possible.
He's our Bez.
Yeah,
Bez,
yeah, writing stuff at the minute.
Good on Ace Freely.
Ace Freely, lead. Ace Freely, lead.
Yeah. Lead guitar,
Yeah, guitar. Well, there is no lead.
The
turns are going mental, isn't it? Like, basically.
oh, right, oh yeah.
Yeah.
There is no lead guitar, is there really? But
Yeah.
Okay, so Frank's just give us the time warning. So I'm going to try and just wrap this up a little bit. So at metal festivals, one of the things we do tend to like a lot is merch. What kind of merch are you bringing? And do you think you're going to flog a lot or what?
Well,
probably not, I don't know. See if anybody wants stuff.
Yeah.
Got 3 albums on CDs and some t-shirts.
Badges.
25-year anniversary.
We've got
t-shirts.
badges.
Some stickers, t-shirts, albums. No vinyl yet, but yeah, there's some badges left.
Hopefully not
So
long
bits and pieces.
And it's after Pentrefest. What other shows can the guys catch you at?
28th of February. 28th of February in Wrexham at the Magic Dragon Tap. We're on with there's us, the Flaming Mabels, who you've got, or Raging Mabel, the Raging Mabels. Flaming Mabels. I'm thinking of the Flaming Mo. That's what I'm thinking of.
Raging Mabels.
I'm thinking of the Simpsons. Raging Mabels on with us with Instant Agony from Birkenhead.
Did a jazz
There
band.
are others. They are. Instant Agony. Inevitable Geometry.
Yeah.
The jazz dance group.
And do you have a date for the new album, or is it still very much a work in progress?
Oh, it's a work in progress.
It's going to be a while.
Yeah, the reissues will probably the reissues of the old vinyl stuff, the original albums, will probably be before the new stuff. So
there's that much half-written stuff. You could probably do 3 albums, but that's not the plan, is it? The plan is.
I was going to say.
No, one killer album is what we want. Something that's going to break your jaw every song.
So much from different periods of time that you just go through it all and put together something serious.
Yeah, let's make this the best
one.
From everything that we've done already,
you're right.
We make a better one. To learn from the first 3, make this one a better one.
100%.
I think he's right.
Okay,
there you go.
Well, gents, that's a great footnote to finish on. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure. Harry, sorry you couldn't get on. But you know,
I got locked out. It was a work computer. It took me ages to realise. So
right. Well, maybe next time we will see you on the Saturday, going on a special guest to Collateral. Can't wait to see you, gents. Thank you very much.
Nice one. Cheers,
mate. Okie Have fun, lad.
Take it easy.
Ta-da.
You've been watching Pornhub. I'm Wayne Firefly. I'm from Stuntface, the Wrexham-based punk rock chaos machine. We're playing Pentrefest on the Saturday night. If you're not there, you're obviously a cube. No, hang on a minute. That's square. The video you're about to see is us years ago, called I Look Good, You Don't.